Alright, welcome to this Let's Play of Banjo Kazooie. I'm your host, the Interim Co-Multimedia editor, Jose Chapa, with my brother.
His brother, Adrian Chapa.
And we're going to play a game that is near and dear to our hearts, Banjo Kazooie. We've played it a few times. I've played it many times. I've never finished it. Maybe this time I'll finish it.
You want to tell them the story?
Well, let's jump into the game first. You want to see the intro? Alright, let's watch the intro.
Guess it's a good time to talk about the music.
The music is good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I think it's strange with the Nintendo 64. It was still using this sort of sound card where the system was making the music. It's not like orchestral pieces where you could pre-record it, an MP3 file, and then just play it. Like, whatever, like a modern FIFA game has like a Kanye West song or something. But like this is like, there's instruments, there's, what do you call the xylophone or marimba, there's banjo. I think it's really cool. It sounds good.
My favorite instrument's the triangle.
The triangle?
Because it's the easiest.
Oh yeah? You ever played triangle?
No. But I would assume it's the easiest.
Alright, so some of these attempts, some of these games have already started. And that may have been from our failed attempts, but...
Now we're gonna go to the cool Game Boy one. This is my favorite one.
Oh yeah? What's so cool about it?
He's got a Game Boy. I mean, we don't know what game he's playing. I assume it's a good game, though.
What's he playing? He's playing... What's an OG Game Boy, so...
Tetris.
Tetris? That's a good game.
We could be playing Pokemon.
Pokemon? Pokemon Red? Because you gotta get the Charizard.
Oh yeah.
On the cover. I remember when I was little, I was born in '96, and I remember living in Mexico and my cousin having some sort of Game Boy. I think it was a Game Boy Color, and playing Pokemon Gold, and I was so jealous. I didn't get to play a Pokemon game until way after that. Like, I must have been 4 when I saw that. And then, first Pokemon game, like, not the knockoffs, but an actual Pokemon game I played. I think it was, I tried Pokemon Heart Gold, but ultimately I ended up playing Pokemon White, I think. No, Pokemon Black. Yeah. And then I know you did the opposite, right? You stuck with either Heart Gold or Soul Silver.
I played through Heart Gold, and then I tried to get into Pokemon White, but it wasn't the same game. I like my Pokemon following me around. Yeah.
That is a cool thing about Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and I hope to get back to it someday. I mean, it was fun while I played it. Definitely more reasonable to catch all the Pokemon in that game.
Yeah.
And I think there's certainly a sort of pretty good art style. Like, you look at more recent Pokemon titles, and I mean the 3D Pokemon, they don't look bad, but I think the older ones are more stylized, or rather, I prefer that style better. I think it's nice, especially for 2D sprites.
Speaking of sprites, this game is aged okay. I mean, I'd say it's one of the better looking N64 games.
Yeah?
I'd put it up there with like Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Some would argue this is just a better Mario 64, and they get people very mad.
Well, this is a collectathon. I think Mario 64 is very platforming focused. Like, I think there's like 20 or 30 different ways to jump in the game. such a simple thing to do, jump. And well, we're trying to get from point A to point B, parkour, in the fastest way possible. You gotta have lots of movement options. So you've got the long jumps and all sorts of little hops and skips.
In this game, they don't give you as many jumps, but they give you a lot of ways to attack.
There's some platforming in this game, but definitely I think the core aspect of it is collecting. Whether it's collecting notes or jiggies or feathers or eggs or whatever it is.
Well, let's get started then.
Yeah.
Right, this guy, his name is Bottles. He's going to be teaching us a lot about the game. Except we're going to skip it because I already know how to play the game.
Oh yeah?
What do you think? Should I skip the dialogue? You think people want to see this?
People don't care about this.
Oh, come on. So the dialogue's good in this game.
Well, it is good.
I mean, it tells a much better story than Mario 64.
But like, if you've already played a game, you don't want to go through the tutorials. And if you're watching someone play a game, you definitely don't want to watch the tutorials.
Oh yeah, I see.
Like, you just want to see the action. All the good stuff. The dialogue is good. I like how grunty.
I didn't skip it. I messed up.
Oh my, no. Okay, you're...
Alright, we're gonna skip
what?
this part, guys.
You messed up?
Yeah.
Alright, now that we're done with the tutorial,
Sorry about that.
Skip it.
Alright, let's get into this. So I know there's a one-up up here, or it's not a one-up.
So you
it's
know
a
that,
banjo
but you don't know how to skip the tutorial.
Okay, well, look, we were talking, and I wasn't paying attention, right?
Okay. Why does the trophy talk?
Everything talks in this game, so.
Alright.
So what were we talking about? I forgot.
Pokemon or something?
I'm not sure. I think I was talking about how there's many ways to attack in this game, but not many ways to jump. Not as many ways to jump.
Well, I mean, there's a few ways to attack, yeah, but like, only one of them is good. And that's the rat-a-tat rap.
Yeah, this thing, right?
Because it's like, everything else slows you down so much. Like, you're not gonna do a standstill attack.
This one sucks.
And if you roll, it takes forever to start running again. You lose all momentum. Like, you may as well... You do a little hop and then you can just do some quick attacks. The hitbox stays out for a long time, so that's helpful too.
What are your earliest memories of this game?
Earliest memories of this game? Oh jeez, I don't know, I mean...
I think it was around 2006, right?
No. No. It must have been like, I think it's like 2001 or so.
Really?
Playing this, yeah.
So before me. Wow.
Or, I mean, maybe a little bit after that, 2003 or 4. I don't know. I didn't play when it came out, but got to play it after. I didn't play Banjo Tooie, but I played this, and then Microsoft bought out Rare, so when we got an Xbox 360, we were able to get it on that with Banjo Tooie and then Nuts and Bolts. Well, I don't think we got all three because we didn't do the whole stop and swap thing.
We never had all three at the same time, but at some point we did own all three.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Does Banjo's fur look messed up to you?
Banjo's what?
It's like a light brown. Is that the right color? His arms?
It looks like he's wearing a shirt, like an orange shirt.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you get all the honeycomb pieces?
Yeah, I did.
All 6? Okay, that's good. So... Alright, I guess this is a tutorial. Now we get to go into the lair.
Oh, she's not as ugly as that mountain. Alright, time's up. Let's do this.
Couldn't they... I mean, they designed the machines. They couldn't have made it just a little bit bigger for Grunty?
I think they took more into account what she would look like after, not before.
Oh, okay. They got their eyes on the prize. I see. Well, that's one way to approach the problem. What do you think? Is Klungo evil? Or was he just doing his job?
He was just doing his job. I think he's a good guy at heart.
Or was he like not a good guy, not a bad guy? He's just going through his life,
taking orders.
For me, that's King DDD. Like
King DDD.
I mean, he's the bad guy in some of the Kirby games, but like he's not doing anything wrong. What's he doing? Like
eating.
He just wants to eat food.
But he steals everyone's food. That's.
Oh, he's hungry. Have you seen him? He's a big guy. He's gotta stay fed.
No.
You gotta feed the tummy.
No, he could not eat for like 3 weeks. He'd be fine.
You know how hungry he'd be real hungry if he didn't eat for 3 weeks. Come on now. Look, I don't know. I'm just saying, if Kirby's power wasn't eating, maybe they wouldn't be enemies,
Maybe. I mean, doesn't Kirby eat all the food too?
See, Kirby's the real thief. Kirby's like, you're really playing as a bad guy in that game. That's what I think. He eats snowmen so he can have ice powers. You gotta push B. You gotta push B.
And then pushing B.
Oh my god.
I push B. It's A. So
okay, well,
you lied to me.
I would have pushed A at some point. It took you a while. I don't know. I think all the are any of the Kirby villains really that bad?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
I mean,
they go on a universal level at some points.
Well, okay, but like the main ones, like DDD, he did nothing wrong. Or like Meta Knight, what's up with Meta Knight? I think Kirby's just jealous of Meta Knight.
I'm actually not sure what Meta Knight's story is.
I mean, they team up in
some games,
like story-driven games, not just like Kirby Air Ride or whatever, like Mario Kart where he teams up with Bowser. I'm talking like let's save the planet kind of games,
save the planet,
like story-driven kind of stuff. They can't be that bad if they're helping Kirby save the world. Maybe King Dedede just wants to save his next meal. I don't know.
What if they're just good friends? Sometimes they just have, friend problems.
Friend problems? What are friend problems? What kind of friend problems do you have?
Well,
Can you relate?
no.
No? Okay.
I think they just have like maybe like a rivalry. Who gets to eat more food or stuff like that.
A rivalry?
Yeah.
Well, it is a gourmet race, right? That's the whole thing. They're racing to the end of the gourmet.
Yeah. I mean that's like a sub. It's like a sub story though.
Oh gosh, you're really struggling with these cameras.
I've never used an S4
You
controller.
use. Look, turn. Okay. Hey, I land down there. Turn the camera. Now push R. It's like it centers on Banjo. So if you're trying to walk straight, you can make the camera follow you. So like when you're walking across the bridge, for example.
It's tough. It's such an awkward controller. It's a weird alien 3-handle controller.
Yeah. I mean, we're playing on an emulator, so we really could use any controller. But
you had to be stubborn.
Well,
you wanted to use the N64
I wanted to be authentic. So we're using a Nintendo 64 controller with a whole bunch of adapters, and then somehow we're all plugged in and it's working. I mean, if you were playing on an Xbox controller, an Xbox One, then you'd have 2 triggers to use the Z button. That's kind of weird, don't you think? And the camera stick wouldn't really act like a camera stick. The C stick.
I think it does. They make it work.
Not really. Like, it's like nudges. Like, you may as well have a D-pad there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the Xbox 360 implementation is better in a lot of ways, with the camera being one of them. Like, just having a second joystick, being able to have the camera follow you around. There's a lot of reasons why I think this game is a lot better on that system. They also have, in here, if you die, like, all of the notes reset. So, you have to collect all the notes all over again. If you want to catch 100 of them. But in the Xbox version, it stays, so...
I never liked that part. I mean, maybe on Rusty Bucket Bay, but every other level it makes the game too easy.
Well, I don't know, because you're running through these things in one run anyway. Generally speaking. But like, when you beat a whole level, and then you die at the end, like right before you finish it, that sucks. Yeah, you don't have the... You gotta get the egg shooting power.
Oh yeah, completely forgot. I was just sitting there trying to figure out which button it was.
That is another thing about this game, is the buttons are a little awkward. Like, there just aren't enough buttons. So, to shoot eggs and to do some powers, you just have to do a combination of buttons. But they make it work.
This game has a lot of button combos for different moves.
Yeah. Does every C button get some kind of power? Like, you can shoot eggs in front of you, behind you, you can run fast. What's the other C button do? Nothing? Or do you go invincible? Is that it? The gold feathers? I think that is it, yeah. So I guess they use all of them. But, I mean, they're just making do with what they got.
I've been playing Mario Odyssey recently, and just I want to roll around. That game lets you do it very efficiently.
Well, yeah, it's a platformer. I mean, yeah, it's kind of awkward doing all these maneuvers. Yeah, definitely in Mario 64 it's way better. There's so many different ways to jump and hop and skip and attack and just get all over the place. Whether it's a front flip, a side flip, a back flip, sliding, a hop, a skip, like you really have so many options. So for speedrunners, it's just an amazing game. Very open, there's lots of options. There isn't a single right way to go about it. I mean, sure, there's general strategies that people use, but overall, it's pretty open. And that's one of the reasons I like playing the game. I think even if you beat the game a bunch of times and you have it all memorized, you still get value out of playing it again. Like, trying to figure out what's the best way to get certain star, or which starter order is best, or just seeing the best way you could get from the beginning to Bowser. Like, I think there's a lot of options there.
Some people, when they get the first star on Bob-om's Battlefield, they go immediately to Wong's Fortress because it just needs one star. And you get stars a lot faster there. It's a much smaller level.
Yeah, if you're just going for the 70, I don't know about any of the strategies. For me, if I were to do it, I would do most of the stars in the first worlds, except like the 100 coin stars. That takes forever, you don't want to do that. And anything that requires a cap before you get the cap. Like in the first world in Bob-omb Battlefield, one of the stars is a lot easier if you can fly through all those rings, you know. Maybe that's why people immediately switch to Womp's Fortress. So they can go there, get stars, and then get the cap. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I think it's a top one. I wasn't paying attention.
You just... Oh! Yeah, he's angry. He's an angry monkey. Oh! Down you go. Conga, good shot.
What a guy.
Oh, come on, you gotta get close. You gotta get in the danger zone.
Oh, you see how I dodged that orange?
That was some parkour stuff. Oh, Conga's sad.
He better be. Bully. My oranges now.
Who's the one that's stealing oranges, shooting eggs? You're the bully. He's just trying to protect his home.
No,
You ever think about
hired
that?
by Grunty, probably.
I don't know.
What's his home? That tree? That one tree?
Well, and those tree stumps around
This is
it.
Mumbo's land, okay? It's Mumbo's mountain for a reason.
Well, he gets the tree, and the bull gets that field over there. And then the ants get the ant hill.
But it's all Mumbo's. Is there a way to defeat the bull? You gotta go invincible, right?
The feathers. Yeah, the gold feathers.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I always wanted to beat him up. I didn't know how.
Yeah.
I never got that far.
Easily.
Not really, you just gotta ignore it.
Yeah. Like if you try to take him on, if you try to take him head on, it doesn't quite work out for you. Alright, you can run with these now, right? Or you can run everywhere.
How do I do it? Damn it. Oh, here we go.
I'm surprised that you've beaten this game and that button combo isn't intuitive for you. It's not.
I
It's
beat
intuitive
this
for
game
me.
with an Xbox 360 controller.
Oh,
I have
okay.
not beaten this game with an N64 controller.
I mean, but it's all the same thing. like... 86, 87. Are there any notes in the piano?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta shoot those eggs in there and get the honeycomb piece. It's a sneaky one.
Hold on. No, I got it. I got this too. Yeah. Alright. Do I have one on both sides? No, I need the one inside there. God.
Yeah, they do make you double back on yourself a little bit. Especially if you're not familiar with the level.
There we go. I like all of the songs in this game, but if I had to choose a least favorite, it's probably Mumbo's Mountain.
Mumbo's Mountain is your least favorite?
Yeah.
What? But that's such a good song.
I don't like... Not really.
I mean... Really? No, for me it's...
Bubble Gloop Swamp.
Yeah, no, I just... They use that frog sound effect in a few of the songs. But it's the worst in the swamp. Like...
They're trying to go for a theme, let's say.
I mean, I get it. It feels like you're there. It does. You're immersed. You're in there. But like, I just don't want to listen to a song. It makes me not want to go to that level.
Come on, it's not that bad. It's just been so long since you've listened to it.
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
It will never be long enough. Does he have a grenade hanging from...
Yeah. He has a grenade hanging from... It's not a grenade, that's a pot. So that is not a grenade.
Oh. Are you sure? No, look at it. That... Like a jar? You tell me it's like
It's a jar.
It looks like the grenade launcher from Nuts and Bolts.
From Nuts and Bolts. Wow, that specific game. Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean now.
Well, yeah, I mean it's the same. Of course, it's gonna look like the same series.
I don't think we can talk about that game that much. People really don't like that game.
Well, so you think the grenade launcher is a reference to that, or
no? The grenade launcher is its own thing. Do you think
like...
they're a reference to a random jar at Mumbo's house?
Well, the jar looks like a grenade, and so does the grenade launcher. Like if you took off that cap, it would look just like it. You just gotta mount it to the car. Oh boy. Oh, get in there. No, you don't need all your lives. You got it.
Yes, I do. Well, I don't, but I want them.
Oh.
I want these eggs.
You don't need those eggs.
I want the eggs.
You will
I
never.
want the eggs.
Well, now you don't get the lives. There goes your honeycomb pieces. Oh. Bet you won't go for that life first.
If I fall off, I can just do it again.
Damn. It's risky.
Not really.
Well, with that joystick, anything's risky.
Guess you're right.
Alright.
One last thing.
Oh yeah, you gotta get the other piece.
Here we go.
Alright.
I I like the sound it makes when you get all 6 pieces.
Yeah.
A little jingle. Satisfying. Feel accomplished.
You know, when you get the honeycomb, that's my text tone.
Oh yeah? I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It is. I remember
Get used to it.
at one point you put the Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, the alert.
Yeah, the alert. That was annoying.
I mean, it alerts you.
And
It
so
does its job as intended.
it also alerts everyone around you, everyone in the car,
You know, everybody for like a 10-mile radius.
in the
It looks at
plane,
you.
in the bus.
Like, you get a text at 3 a.m., you're gonna wake up.
The astronauts can hear us. I guess we're done with Mumbo's Mountain.
I guess so.
See, I gotta first try that too.
Well, you've already messed up so many times. Can you skip the ah?
I was trying. Oh!
Oh! Oh! Just walk in there. Just. Damn. All these tutorials.
I already opened it, stupid. Come on.
Oh gosh, here we go. Energy. Alright, at least he healed us.
Aye.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna yeah, let's. I think we can do without Brentilda.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck later, but it just takes too long, and there's no way we can memorize all that.
This is one of my favorite levels in the game. It has a nice song, different environments.
The song is great. They go crazy on that marimba.
Yeah. They teach you how to fly.
Oh yeah.
What's the hippo's name?
Hippo?
Yeah. On the ship.
Oh,
You gotta get his gold.
It's probably something funny, some kind of pun.
Yeah. It's always some kind of fun. I mean, grunty? It's because she grunts. All their dialogue is grunting.
What about like Klungo? What's that mean?
Klungo?
Yeah. Klungo.
It's not really anything. But that's just.
That one's unique.
But that describes him, right? He's not anything.
What about Bottles? Is it because of his glasses?
Yes. They look like bottle caps.
Bottle caps?
I think so.
I thought it looked like... Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Alright. Treasure trove. So what do you think? You think you should leave this one for the next episode?
Yeah. Or I guess I'm leaving this one for the next episode. You're gonna be staying.
What do you mean?
Well, you're gonna be here for the next episode. I'm not.
We'll figure it out.
Come on. You're gonna live stream my voice
No,
over your gameplay?
we'll figure it out. Well, you don't want to leave us on that cliffhanger. We gotta at least... You said the song is good. We gotta hear the song.
If you say so.
Ooh, there it is. Oh yeah.
I did not mean to do that.
Well, alright. I guess that's it for now. It's been good. We'll see you next time.
Alright, bye.
Thanks for watching. Click our logo to subscribe, or click one of the videos for more from the Paisano. Leave a comment letting us know your thoughts and what you'd like to see us cover next.